What's up guys, so today I'm going to be making a PRAYBOI CARTI type beat, but I'm going to be flipping it from RGF Island by FETTY WAP. I don't know how I came up with this idea and what led me to it, but basically I just had the idea because I really love the beat of RGF Island. It's one of my favorite beats of all time, and I was just thinking, you know, with the chord pattern and the melody, I could just flip it to a rage beat, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So starting off, I'm going to start off with the bass notes. Alright, so I got the bass notes. I watched the producer for RGF Island actually was in like a Genius Deconstructed kind of like video, so I actually watched that just for reference of like the process that I'm gonna take and, you know, all that. So that's what I'm referencing, and he started with the bass notes, so that's what I'm doing as well. Alright, so this is the top melody from the piano sound of the beat. And all these sounds, also, I'm not going to keep, what I plan on doing is I'm not going to keep them just like flat like they are. I'm going to put a gate on them, so they're going to sound all cut and stuff like that. You'll see when I do. Alright, so this is the chord pattern. I originally had a full chord with the first, third, and fifth, but I took the third out because I thought it sounded better with just the fifth. So I'm gonna add the gate now, and you'll be able to hear what it sounds like. Alright, so this is the gate. It's similar to the pattern. Actually, it's the same pattern as the one in the control beat from PRAYBOI CARTI. That's basically that's what like went through my head when I was thinking of how could I flip the RGF Island beat, was with the pattern that's in control. So using that gate with the notes from RGF Island, and I kind of just all put it together. This beat is basically just going to be like a combination of RGF Island and Control by CARTI. But for this beat, I'm not going to just like copy every single melody that was used in RGF Island and put it in here. I'm just going to be using the piano and the lead that was in RGF Island, because there was like a whole bunch of other sounds. There was like a organ, like, and strings and a bunch of other stuff that was used. So I'm gonna be making my own counter melodies and all that, and just like this one, just trying to fill in the blanks any space I can, but I am gonna keep the same piano notes and the same lead, because those were my favorite parts of the beat, so that's why I'm keeping them. So I think for this song, I'm just trying to go with like some sort of synth bell or something like that, something like this. Next, I'm gonna add the ARP. So it's just I'm just gonna copy the chords, but I think I'm gonna put in the third for these chords, just so that there's more room for the ARP. So it's just not two notes, but there's more variety in it. And yeah, if you ever want to make an ARP out of like a sound that isn't already an ARP, you can just do Control A or Command A, whatever you have, and it'll arpeggiate it like you can see. I think I'm going to change the ARP. That's better. And then with this sound, I usually, if I use it as an ARP, I just bring down the cutoff so it sounds more like a pluck rather than like a key or a bell, just so it sounds more ARP-like, just like a better ARP. So lastly, for the melodies, I'm going to throw in the lead. And this is probably my favorite part of the RGF Island beat, along with the piano. I just love the lead sound, and I'm gonna try to find something similar but not the same as the lead from RGF Island. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. This lead pattern is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's crazy, it's really good, but it's like relatively simple. It just jumps between a couple notes, like repeatedly, and that's really it. So, with that being said, that's it for the melodies. I'm gonna be starting on the drums now. I think I'm gonna add like a snare layered with a clap, and then throw a triangle on top of it. So that sounds similar to who's using RGF Island, but not exactly the same. It's kind of crazy because you look at songs like that back from like the 2015 like era of rap, and the style of production is so different, but I still love it so much. Like, the way that music has evolved even from just then is kind of crazy. I think I'm throwing in this background snare, which is just the same snare that I'm using for the layered clap and snare. But for the background part, I'm just gonna put the notes up a little bit so that it differentiates it a little bit, just for more variety. I'm gonna start this hat pattern too. This hat pattern is gonna go crazy. Yeah, so I tried to keep it not too crazy, but I tried to give it like that old like 2015 type bounce with like the third notes and all that, or third steps. I don't really know what the technical term for it is, but yeah. And then I'm throwing this open hat, which I can't remember if they use this similarly in the RGF Island beat, but when I think about it, like, this open hat would just sound good in this place. So, although better with this adding a background snare, adding the extra one. Alright, lastly, got the 808 pattern. It's kind of complex because following the bass notes, it's a really odd kind of setup for them. So I had to add like a lot of slide notes and like pitch a lot of things up different octaves differently, but at least it makes it interesting and not just like repetitive. Let me cut that off a little bit. I think I'm gonna add a second 808 pattern too. One for like the chorus. It's gonna be like super hype. So yeah, for the second 808 pattern, kind of just like put the first notes of every 4 bars up an octave, and then added some stuff to it. And I'm gonna add the kick, and I'm gonna have 2 different kick patterns, probably, for the 2 808 patterns. I think I'm about to mix the beat, and then I'm gonna lay it out. So yeah. Alright, so I got the beat laid out a little bit. I do like the addition of the two 808s. I think whenever you add more than one like 808 pattern and stuff like that, it just adds like a uniqueness. Like I'll see that in a lot of songs these days. Like I don't know what it is, but you can just appreciate the sound more when like it's not just the same thing repeating over and over, but the producers are actually like going somewhere with their stuff. So yeah, that being said, it's turned out a lot better than I thought, to be honest. Sometimes when I try to like do these things where I flip songs into other genres and stuff like that, it does not end up well, but this one is definitely an exception to that. So with that being said, I'll let you listen to the beat. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and God bless you.